So there are two more things that we need to finish up on the van before we can start using it and take it somewhere and do something fun.
Yes, I'm so excited. And one of them is like the scariest one for you, right?
Cutting a hole in the roof of our van to mount a fan in it? Yes.
Yes. So I think like that is the thing that he's just been researching and researching, like, how do I want to do this? And you can't put it off any longer.
You can't put it in the wrong spot because you can't move it either.
Right, right. You can't cut it too big. Oh, gosh.
So the second thing is a bed. We need somewhere to sleep. We could probably just throw a mattress on the floor, but...
Where does your gear go then?
Yeah, then it takes up the whole space with a mattress. So those are the two things we're going to try to tackle in this video. And if everything goes well, this is probably the last van build video you guys are going to see.
Until you see us
using it off in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
This part of today's video, I am not going to walk you guys through step-by-step how-to guide to install a MaxAir fan. There's probably 1,000 to 2,000 videos on YouTube. I watched maybe 300 of them beforehand just to try to get all the little bits and pieces of tips that I could along the way. So today, we're just going to bring you guys along. We're going to show you what we're doing, but I'm not necessarily going to explain every little step that I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what it's for. But I think I'm about ready to drill my first hole, which I'm nervous about, but we're going to drill a hole here and here. And then we're going to move everything up to the roof and remeasure and remark because I can't really cut from down here. I need to cut from up there. Think we're ready to dry fit everything in place. We got the flange ready. Rachel butyl taped the whole underside of this. She butyl taped the top, the little ribbed things. We got the fan ready. We got our screws sorted out. There's 4 screws that screw the fan to the bracket, and then like 15 or 16 screws that screw the bracket to the roof. And we even made our little wood trim piece that's going to go on the inside that will give the screws something to sink into and kind of reinforce the metal so it's not being flexy and stuff like that. So you ready?
Yes, we're dry fitting first, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna put it all in and make sure it's okay. We left the butyl, like the cover on most of the butyl tape, so that when we put it together, it's not gonna like be stuck like that. But I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we started the process about 1 o'clock. It's about 4 o'clock now, so it's about 3 hours to get us to this point, which is maybe faster than what I thought we would do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. You need a pen? You got your pen down?
Lap sealant is done. I think everything is ready for the fan to go in. We brought out a battery that we can hook up to it just to test it to make sure it works, but I think we're ready to put it in. Are you excited?
Very. Very, very. It got hot in there today, so
It did.
would have been nice.
Yeah.
Do you want me to feed these through first? I'm going to keep like some tension on the wires just a little bit so I can keep pulling as you lower. There.
I think we're ready to test. We just hooked up some temporary wires from the fan running down. We got a little battery down here, a little 12-volt battery. I hope it's charged. We'll find out. We have a bunch of other battery systems that we can use if we really need to, but this is just a quick one to get things going. Rachel got the remote control out. You put the batteries in it?
I did.
So it's all ready to go. Screwing the fan up there. There's just basically 4 screws at the end. Went in super easy. The laps. Oh, it's working. Oh, that's nice.
I feel it.
What am I doing? Slowing it down?
It doesn't have a far reach. It's like, I mean, here I'm what, not even a foot away, like vertically. What is that? No, horizontally. It doesn't have a far reach.
Yeah, it's weird. The air is like not directed in one spot. It's like it goes everywhere.
So I think that's how we're leaving it for the day, right?
Yep. Yep, this is just temporary wiring. We'll figure out how that's going to run. We do have the beauty ring part. This piece kind of slides up into the fan and it makes the outside look nice. We can't really put this on though until our ceiling and the van is done, because you need to cut like whatever your ceiling is needs to be cut around this, and then this hides
Kind of just like the nice trim.
all of that transitions, like a beauty ring type thing. So that won't go until later on in the process, until our ceiling's done.
Yep.
But we are one step closer to being able to go camping in our van.
What's next?
We need to get our bed done.
Yay.
So that we have a place to sleep. Although we could just throw a mattress on the floor. And
Good. Yep.
so the bed is done. We did not bring the camera during build day. It was complicated. I was frazzled. I didn't quite have a clue how I was going to do what I was going to do. I told Rachel, she said, "Do you want to film?" I said, "Nope," because I don't know what I'm doing. The bed is done. We'll show you guys how it turned out, and then I'll explain a little bit kind of how we did it and what we went with.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Do you see my bed? We have it already, like just with whatever we had left over in the house covered, and we'll get probably something different in the future, but it is a full-size 5-inch gel foam mattress, and this actually came with the van. It was kind of one of the only pieces that was previously outfitted, and it's great. It had a mattress cover on it the whole time. We put the mattress cover back on, and we both laid in it and practiced, and it fits us both really good. And so Todd's going to tell you how we built it.
So these metal rails that you see here, these are IKEA bed rails. And we kind of made our decision really early on in our planning phase that this is what we wanted to go with. They cost about 15 bucks a piece. We bought 3 of them from IKEA. They're expandable, so they do slide and get longer or shorter depending on the type of van that you have. And so these rails are designed to mount to a wooden bed frame with these little clips. I don't know if you call them clips or brackets or what they are, but like these rails just kind of sit in there. There's like a little piece that comes out, and this kind of just sits down in there. What we did to mount these, I've seen some people put wood all the way across their van and then they just screw this into the wood. We wanted something, we didn't want anything that protruded out. We wanted the full width as far as we could go. So we drilled this out and we used rib nuts in there. We used 1/4-20 rib nuts. We've attached those to the holes that we drilled, and then we put some 1/4-20 screws in with some lock washers. We even put a little piece of rubber gasket back behind there, that way things don't rattle. And then these wooden pieces, these also came from IKEA. These are designed for a full-size bed. This is what this is, right? Full?
This is a
Full-size bed. So these run about $15 each. I don't remember what these wooden things were. They were maybe $30?
$39 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. These little clips, IKEA does not sell these. And I keep calling them clips, but they're really brackets. IKEA does not sell these, but they will give them to you for free if you go to the customer service, like the place where you go for returns. You also go there for spare parts. Like if you're putting something together and you're missing parts or you lost parts, you can go there and they will give you stuff for free. That's where these came from. If I can find the part number to ask for, I will put it in the description down below. And I think that's really all there is to it. We did put, if you see this black stuff right here, when we first put these little wooden things on here, they were, they just kept falling. Everything, you look at them the wrong way and it would basically fall. So we used some of that like sandpaper style grip tape like you put on a skateboard or steps so that you don't slip. And now they don't go anywhere.
So like you said at the beginning of the video, the next time that you probably get an update on this van, you're going to be finding us in the woods, sleeping, camping out for the first time. It's just a trial run, but we're really excited, and this has always been our goal, to get the van as ready enough that we can start going and treat it like a little pop-up camper or whatever.
And we'll probably, even if we only go stay one night somewhere, we're going to learn about a lot of things that we forgot, and a lot of things that we wish we had, or probably things of like, why did we bring this? We didn't even use it. So it's all part of that learning process that we're going to learn as we go. And the best way to learn is actually by doing something and either being successful at it or failing at it.
Yes.
So Rachel just got the bed all made, ready for our trip. So we're not going to climb up there today. But I do want to say the height that we chose for our bed worked out perfect. I was really worried that, like, from a claustrophobia standpoint, it would feel weird. But I think the height is perfect, and the windows make it feel like you're not really in a coffin or anything like that. So.
Right. Yeah, he can lay on his back, fully bend his knees up to stretch his back, and still have space. You can't really sit in the bed
not
upright, really. But you know, I was able to climb up there and make the bed and stuff. So yeah.
Yep.
I think the windows, I didn't know how I was going to feel about the windows, but I get why people keep them or add them, because it definitely makes you feel like you're out in the open a little bit.
Yes. So I think that's all for this video for today. We will see you guys next video on this channel. Will probably be me and her off in the woods somewhere in the van, doing some camping and having a campfire and enjoying our time in the woods. We'll be sure to share it with you.
Sounds exciting. See you guys there.